So let's look at this question, which was taken from the year 2007 AJC Paper 1 Question 13b. This question, I believe, is on application of differentiation. Let's see how I can do this proficiently. So water is poured at the constant rate of 20 cm per second into the cup, which is shaped like a truncated cone as shown. Truncated just means cut off cone, okay? So in other words, I believe this is actually like a cone like that. Let me just draw it out. Okay. And we're just gonna cut it out, and this shape here is actually this shape here. Okay. So we need to remove the one below here, but it's okay. So the upper and lower radii of the cup are 4 cm, and this is 2 cm respectively. Okay. After which the height of the cup is 6 cm. Okay, so this is 6 cm. Great. So this is a cone here. Now, straight off the bat, you should know that you need to use something like what do you call it? A similar triangle, property of similar triangle, right? Because if not, how would you be able to find? So show that the volume of water inside the cup V is related to the height of the water level H through the equation this. Okay, great. So meaning if I want to find H here, the water level is here, right? So this would be my water level. Okay. And this will be height H. So we're told to show that. Okay, so meaning to say what we have now is we need to be able to find the unknown. Okay, this is the height here, right? Because now we do not know what is this height. Okay, this is the problem here. After which then only we can find what in terms of H is, because now if say the water level is here, yeah, how do we find? Okay, that's the main thing. So this is 3 marks. If you can't do this in the exam, it's fine. You can just skip to the next one without using the first one. But yeah, don't be too stressed over this kind of geometrical problem if you're not too good at it. Come back after the paper or after the question when you have time to solve it. All right. So let's see how we can do this. So I think at a glance, I'm just gonna let this be x. Okay. This be x, and that will be easier. So this case here, let height of small cone, because it's a truncated cone, so if you write small cone, they will know, be x. So hence by properties of similar triangle, okay, we know that actually 4 over 6 plus x is equals to, or rather 4 over 2 is equals to 4 over 2 is 6 plus x over x. Okay, does it make sense? So 4 over 2, because now I have got this triangle here and this small triangle here, right? So these are two similar triangles. We have got 6 plus x here, and this is 4, this is 2, and this is x, right? So the big one and the small one, there you go. Small one is here. Okay, so once this is done, we could actually solve for the x quite nicely, which is actually just 6. Hey, 6, interesting. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, it makes sense because this is 4 and 2. Okay, so this is 6. Okay, 6 cm. Yeah, it makes sense because this is 4, this is 2. Okay, great. So actually, okay, then after which what we're gonna do is actually find the height of the water here. Okay, and the height of the water here would just be same thing. What the volume of we look at the volume of the water. Volume of the water. What I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna take the big cone, volume of water. Okay, the big cone, which is actually this cone outside here, minus the small cone. So I 1/3 pi r square h plus 6. Minus of 1/3 pi r square. Pi r, which is actually 2 square. 2, right? This is 2. This length here is 2. I let this whole thing be r. The water here be r. So the big cone here is actually r, and the height here will be h plus 6. Okay, minus of the small cone here, which is actually just 2. And the height is actually just 6, I believe. Yeah, 6. Okay, great. So there you go. So once this is done, now you realize that you have two variables here, r and h. So that's pretty much your nemesis. You have to be able to find out the relationship between r and h plus 6. We same thing, use a similar triangle. You realize that this similar triangle here is the same. So r over h plus 6 is equals to 2 over 6. So it means this is 6, right? So you just put this as 2 over 6. So r is equals to 1/3 h plus 6. Great. So I'm going to substitute it in. H plus 6 square, h plus 6 minus 1/3 pi 24. 8 pi. Okay. And this will be 1 over 27. Is that the answer? H pi h plus 6, yes. H plus 6. Okay, so this is how you do this question here proficiently. Yeah, that's the answer.